What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, I'm Josh with JCS Customs, and here's my 2021 Camaro SS that I do a lot of product installs, products that you can find on the website at www.jcscustomshop.com, and product reviews. So today we're going to be installing the front brakes on a Camaro SS. This is the 4-piston Brembos. If you have the 6-piston 1LE Brembos, same process. So if you guys end up liking this video or find it super helpful, please consider going down below and absolutely smashing that like and subscribe button. It only helps what I'm trying to do here. So let's get started. So we're only going to be replacing the front pads today, as the rears look practically untouched. If you do a simple Google search, pretty much everybody says the fronts take 60 to 80% of the braking. So they tend to wear out a lot faster. So we're going to start just like normal. We're going to jack the car up here and take this wheel off. This car sits so low to the ground that I actually have to jack the back up first to be able to fit the jack underneath the front. So before I jack it up, I'm actually going to crack these lugs loose first. We have a torque wrench. I went ahead and set it to 140, as when they're retorqued, they have to be torqued to 140. Got this 22 millimeter here to hold my special lug lock here. So let's go ahead and let's unlock. Let's crack them loose. I like to crack them loose before you jack it up, because otherwise you're going to be trying to hold that tire from spinning. So we're going to be replacing our pads with the PowerShop Extreme Z26s. Part number Z261474A. In the box you get, it's even got break-in, how to break them in. You get 4 pads, some new clips, and a little bit of grease here. So as you can see, nice looking pad, and these are ceramic coated and scorched. So what you're going to need here is a hammer of some type. Fortunately, I don't have a smaller one. I like to use a rag just to cover up the hammer so I don't make any damage on the caliper, and some kind of punch or a screwdriver or even a drill bit will work. Preferably 9/16 fits perfectly here. So if we get a closer look here, you got these pins sticking through. You got 2 of them. So we're going to start by knocking the top one out. And to do that, you just use your punch here. I'm not left-handed, so it might be difficult for me. So I couldn't get my pin out. I think I know why. As soon as I slipped it past this hole, it was pressed against this here. Look, bent. I'm gonna have to bend it back a little bit. Got the top one out. Bottom one usually is a little bit easier. Now that those are out, now you gotta decompress your pistons a little bit. Fortunately, it's got my pad wedged. I mean my clip wedged. I can't get my clip out. Got your clip. Now you need to decompress these pistons a little bit. Here's your old pad. Look at that, guys. Almost to the indicator pin. These are toast. We'll take our new one. You see, you want the indicator pin on the outside. Look at that, it's pretty. Take a little bit of the grease here. Just a little bit, because they don't give you much. Rub some on here. Careful not to get it on the actual pad. Like that. Same with the other one. So I straighten the top pin out. I'm just going to put a little bit of, wipe it off, get debris off first. Put a little bit of grease on the contact points here, just to make it go a little bit, hopefully smoother in. I'll take one of our new clips. We'll start with the bottom one. You gotta line up the holes. There we go. Bottom one's going to be a lot easier than that top one, I feel like, because the top one's bent a little bit. I'm going to take this here, slide it underneath. Moment of truth on this top one. Got it. Just got them about flush with the holes here as far as where the taper stops. And there you go. Brand new pads. Not trying to get too much of a close-up here, but you do the exact same to the other side. And if you were replacing the rears as well, the same process, guys. It is a hot one today, so I'm not going to show the passenger side, but it's done the same way. So yeah, it feels like 105 today. So I'm gonna go do the passenger side. So yeah, guys, pretty simple as you can see. The only thing that sucked about today was how hot it was. I'm absolutely drenched. We're gonna go do the break-in procedure now. You got to do 5 aggressive decelerations from 40 to 10. Then you got to do 5 moderate decelerations from 35 to 5. And you got to do a 5-minute cool down just driving around, period. So this is to bed them properly. So we're going to go do that now. Be sure to smash that subscribe button if you found this helpful. These pads are supposedly a lot better as far as less brake dust compared to the OEM pads. I know a lot of people complain about the brake dust that the original pads create, myself included. I'm not a big fan of that. These pads are supposed to produce less brake dust. So make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Come back in the future and I will do a review video of these pads, how I think they held up compared to the stock pads. Until next time, guys, appreciate you watching. Peace out.